Good morning, students. I welcome you to today's online class. We have completed a closed topic, portrait of a lady, and the second topic, the next topic to be discussed from your book 1, that is A Psalm of Life, the last poem of the course. Actually, there are 5 poems in your course, but this time, due to the COVID-19, the course is reduced and there are 3 poems in your course. There are 3 poems in your course: A Psalm of Life, Daffodils, Ballad of Father Kilgan. Ballad of Father Kilgan and Daffodils have been discussed. Let me discuss today the last poem of the course, A Psalm of Life. I think this will not be completed in one period. This is a long poem. This poem is written by an American poet. The name of the poet is H.W. Longfellow. H.W. Longfellow. You did not remember the name of the poet. There will be no question on the poet. Yes? Anyway, the poem is written by an American poet, H.W. Longfellow. And what does the title mean? A Psalm of Life. What do you mean by Psalm? Psalm means P-S-A-L-M, Psalm, sacred song. Sacred song, holy song of life. It is Jibanara Pavitra Gitika. Jibanara Pavitra Gita. Right? Sacred song, the holy song, a psalm of life, sacred song of life. So, what is actually there in the poem? What does the poet intend to communicate? What does the poet want to express in the poem? What is the central idea of this poem? See, the poem, A Psalm of Life, simply gives us, simply provides us with some moral instructions. Some suggestions are there. Actually, there are 2 types of people living in the society. Some people are pessimistic, while other people are optimistic. समाजरे किछि अछंती आशावादी, किछि अछंती निराशावादी. Optimistic, O P T I E M I S T I C. तार opposite है pessimistic. Optimistic होची one who always thinks of the bright side of life. One who always thinks of the bright side of life. जी सबले जीवन रो ब्राइट साइड टा देखे, सुख साइड टा देखे, he is called optimistic. ठीक उल्टा ना, one who always thinks of the dark side of life. One who always thinks of the dark side of life is called pessimistic. The poem is perhaps addressed to those people, pessimistic people, those who are unhappy, those who are always sad, those who always thinks of the dark side of life. जे कि जीवन रो सबले डार्क साइड टा देखे, दुख साइड टा देखे, ताको आजकल रे पेसिमिस्टिक माने देखियो किछि लोक अछंती एमती कहंती सबले संसार रे भाई संसार के कहनी मरि गले सरी गला पानी फटका भलिया जीवनटा आज अछि काल नाही एमता कथा कहंती हैला आ ये घर द्वार स्त्री छुआ पिला माया ममता हेबरा भाई कहना सब बेकार हैला तो एमती किछि लोक अछि कहंती those people are pessimistic people. Our poet, American poet H.W. Longfellow has addressed this poem, perhaps those people. Perhaps through this poem, he has given inspiration, he has given encouragement, he has inspired the poem, inspired the people, pessimistic people, to live life. He tells them the meaning of life. Babure, जीवनटा कौन सुन? जीवनटा मु कहूची कौन सुन? हताश ही पड़नी. जीवन रा माने कौन सुन? जीवन केमती बितेइबो सुन? मु कहूची जीवन केमती बितेबा को पड़े. All these things are given in this poem. So the whole poem is about life, how to lead life, how to make your life meaningful. निज जीवनटा केमती मूल्यवान meaningful. Okay, करिबो ए बाबत रे some instructions are given. Yes, some instructions are given in this poem. तो हमें कहि पर this particular poem, A Psalm of Life, is a storehouse. The poem is a storehouse of instructions. The poem is a storehouse of some values, moral values, human values, मानवीय मूल्यबोध, मानवीय कथा, मा जीवन केमती बितेबा से बाबत किछि instructions are in this poem. तबे एक स्टोर हाउस को खोलिबा, एक गोदाम घर खोलिबा, या भीतर कोन रखिसथि प्रभु देखिबा. What are the instructions to us? नहीं, try almost all the people in the society are pessimistic. जेते टका घर द्वारा संपत्ति बाड़ी स्त्री जहां देले भी लोक केबे खुशी नहोंती. People are never happy. केही कहे I am very happy, I am as happy as a bird. आउ तो कोन दरकार सुख बहुत मिले. एक था नॉर्मली से जेते लक्ष टका तक मिले भी थिले भी नहीं मतलब कुछ नहीं कोन करबी केमते जियो बाहागर हो को केमते पाठ पढिबो ए सब चिंता कर. तो तृतीय महलाटा मछा तो बड़ी पाटारे रहिगला एला. So many things are there. कोन बुझबो कोन बुझसे एवं कोन कोई दी ना कोन कोई दी. So these people are always pessimistic, they are never happy, they always think of the dark side of life. So for those people, almost all the people, therefore our poet has given instructions, inspirations, suggestions how to live life. जीवन कौन सुनो, जीवन में माने कौन सुनो, जीवन केमती बितेइबो सुनो, ये सब कथा in this poem. So the poem is endowed, the poem is a storehouse. The poem is a storehouse of moral instructions, moral values. The poem is written by an American poet, H.W. Longfellow. Poet नाम है H.W. Longfellow, American poet है. तो वो कैसा अमेरिकन लोगों को माने कोन जीवन में मूल्य बोध होई जैसे देखियो आपण. They are materialistic. American people are materialistic. They run after money, bank balance building and all these things. Material happiness, material pursuit. Yes. But here, even if he is an American, he speaks of some moralities. He speaks of some moral values. देखिना कोन अछि. बुझला? थिले तो बोल लोग कोन भलो ही गंगा. हो. How join it? देखियो अच्छा poem देखियो poem important अछि. ठीक है poem important अछि कि अन्य poem द्वारा टिके difficult अछि. ठीक है difficult कोई तो मुंडा रहउनी. बुझवा नहीं बुझा. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is not an empty dream, for the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. This is the first paragraph. So there are 13 paragraphs. Structurally, the poem is divided into 13 paragraphs, right? And each paragraph carries some instructions. So, the poem does not carry a single theme. Absolutely निर्दिष्ट विषय वस्तु नहीं. Suppose Ballad of Father Gilligan, it tells us a story about Gilligan. Coherently, logically, but here first paragraph is not connected with the third paragraph. Third paragraph is not connected with the fifth paragraph. Disjointed. Incoherent. तो प्रत्येक पैराग्राफ से याद करना चाहिए. आउट पैराग्राफ पे आउट करना चाहिए. देखिए The poet said, tell me not, don't tell me. मते कहना तो क्या कहते हम स्त्री ना कौन कहते देखो tell me not in wonderful numbers, life is but an empty dream. Dear people, those pessimistic people, the people who always think of the dark side of life, हताशिया लोग अरे मते तो एवढा कहनी don't tell me in mournful numbers. Mournful माने sad, चटपट लिखने के वजह से ज्यादा sad numbers of voice. Don't tell me in sad voice. Tell me not in mournful numbers. Life is but an empty dream. दुख स्वरण तो मते कहना मैं सुनिବାକୁ चाहूनी. Don't tell me in sad voice that life is but an empty dream. दुख करके मोटा करे एक कथा कहि बोले केबे को कथा नहीं जीवनटा गोटे फंपा स्वप्न अनेक लोक अछंती ए भाई काहे कहू जीवनटा किछि नै स्वप्न जहाँ से सेया पानी फुटका जहाँ से सेया पानी फुटका अच्छी बात छै लाइफ इज लाइक दैट हेछि कभी कुछ नाय नाय मते सेमति केबे कहिबुनी मु ए कथा स्वीकार करिबिनी लाइफ इज डोंट टेल मी इन सैड वॉइस लाइफ इज बट एन एम्प्टी ड्रीम for the soul is dead karna the soul is dead that slumbers and sleeps देखिए soul is dead that slumbers soul होचे आत्मा आत्मा सदा सोइछे कोडी सोइछे छ थर्ड फ्लोर that sleeps in the body शरीर भितर सोइथिबा आत्मा दे सेदा मृत एक कथा कहिबुनी मते केबे soul never dies. Soul is immortal. Soul is permanent. It is long lasting. It never dies. Tell me not in mournful numbers. Life is but an empty dream. Because the soul is dead that slumbers. The soul that sleeps within the body is dead. And things are not what they seem. Things are not that actually. As one looks very handsome or beautiful, that beauty does not continue for a long time. Right? That does not continue for a long time. Whatever one sees from outside, see, this is not it. ये रूप लावण्य आज अच्छी काली फीका पड़ जीवो काली भट्टा पड़ जीवो काली मौड़ी जीवो एक प्रकार कथा ठीक बोलते those who are pessimistic. My dear friends, don't tell me like this. जीवनटा या नुहे ताले जीवन कोन सोन मो कहूची प्रथम से जीवन कोन कहूची देखो लाइफ इज रियल लाइफ इज अर्नेस्ट हेले कि जीवनटा गोटे निबिड़ कथा वास्तव कथा लाइफ इज रियल लाइफ इज अर्नेस्ट सीरियस डीप एंड सीरियस है लाइफ इज समथिंग जीवनटा गोटे गभीर गहन कथा लाइफ इज समथिंग सीरियस Life is something meaningful. Life is never an ordinary thing. Life is real. Life is earnest. And the grave is not its goal. Dear friends, life is something meaningful. Life is something real. Life is earnest. And the grave is not the goal of life. Grave, kabarkhana. Mosani bhi, mosana nahi. And the grave is not its goal. ठीक है लोग अछंती कोन कहते ए भाई रे मसाणी होइले पहुंची गला पर हम कथा सरी गला हम यात्रा शेष तो according to them goal of life is that grave is the goal of life तेणु मसाणी होचे मनुष्यर लक्ष्य स्थल poet said no grave is not the goal of life dust thou art to dust thou returnest. That line is very important. So the question is, say like dust thou art, to dust thou returnest, was not spoken of the soul. It's it. Say, question grave is not the goal of life. Dust thou art. Thou means you. Thou means you. Poetic use. Art means art. Dust thou art, माने you are a dust. तुम्हें थोड़ी माटी You will return to dust. माटी को दिन फेरिब बुझेला तक dust thou art, to dust you return. You are dust, you will return to dust. माटी का मनीष माटी रे दिन मिसिब इतना कर कहउछन जे अंत से सत बता ताले grave is the goal of life. The poet says, dust thou art, to dust thou returnest, was not spoken of the soul. ये कथा कहा जाइछि, but this is not said about soul. आत्मा बाबद नहीं. So what does it mean? So the poet says, dust thou art, to dust thou returnest. This line is not said, this line is not spoken about human soul. This is said about body. Am I clear? Body is perishable. Body is destroyable, but soul is not. Soul is permanent. Soul is eternal, Chirantan. Soul is everlasting, never died. Soul knows no death. Soul admits no death. तार मृत्यु नहीं. वो कहता मुझे लगे. So ये जो लाइन था, माटी रा मनुष्य माटी रे मिसिबो. ये जो लाइन था, dust thou art, to dust. लाइन माटे को आप तो अच्छी होती है, सिंगल माटे को ना. This line is quoted from the Bible. Our poet has quoted this line, taken this line from the Bible. In the Bible it is said, in our Quran, in our scripture, in our holy books, ଆମ ଧର୍ମ ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥ, ଆମ ଗୀତା, ଏଥିରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏଟା କୁହାଯାଇଛି କ'ଣ ଯେ ହଁ ହେଲେ କି dust thou art, to dust thou returnest. Our Shastra, our Quran, even their Bible, they say all these. But these are said in the Puranas, in Shastras, in holy books. Such things are said not about soul, but about body. The poet wants to communicate the idea that body is perishable. Perishable to what? Perishable. Body is perishable, but perish. P-E-R-I-S-H. P-E-R-I-S-H. Perishable, not destroyable. So soul is dead. Soul is never dead. Body dies. Body is destroyed. Soul is never destroyed. It is permanent. So there is a line in Gita. Let's Sanskrit. So there is a line in Sanskrit in Gita. Basansi jinnam jatha vihayo davadi jinnati darupurani jatha sarirani vihayo jinnam janadi samjati navani dehi. कोई साथ में गाय देना ना, लेकिन यार मैंने क्या करूँ? ओडिया का कोई जी आम शरीर अच्छी अच्छा ए शरीर को ढाकी बापाई आम कौन वस्त्र पिंधुछ बुझे अच्छा ए वस्त्रटा आम देहरे सबदिन पाई अछि माने सबदिन पाई जेटा मो पिंधि जेटा सबदिन पिंधि ना तू जोटा पिंधि छोड़ा सबदिन पिंधु कि नहीं वर्ष पर कहला माँ के बापा एटा मो रंग छाड़ी गलानी फाटी गलानी मो नुआ केन तो ना मैं कौन करूँ नुआ ड्रेस तो नहीं करा कारण शरीर चाहूनी से पुराना पोशाकटा रंगहीन पुराना पोशाक पिंधवा ठीक अच्छे से 8 मास चल नहीं 8 मास पर एटा भल another new dress is purchased. So body changes one after another dress. So during our lifetime, जीवन जाक भितरे एंतुड़ी शालारू मो साणी होई पर्यंत जीवा बेले जीवा समय पर्यंत जो 70 वर्ष 72 वर्ष 33 वर्ष 40 वर्ष ता भितर हम केते पोशाक परिवर्तन करछि एको केते जीर्ण वसन को हमें परित्याग करी नूतन वसन परिधान करछि बुझे सेमिति आत्मा कौन कर जान सोल नेवर डाइज ठीक मनुष्य के बुढ़ा ही जाए जो राजीर्ण ही जाए आखि गुड़ा पशि जाए चुटी सब पाची के धड़ा ही जाए दाल गुड़ा सब टापड़ा ही जाए सेतेबेले कौन ही कहलो सेतेबेले आत्मा चाहेनी ए जराजीर्ण शरीर भीतर रहिबा पई ए जराजीर्ण पोशाक ए घोड़णी शरीर आपड़ा भीतर अछि तो देखिबे बाकी कहूची जहाँ कहूँ तेणु सोल इज विद द बॉडी सोल पाइन ड्रेस के शरीर होचे ड्रेस आम ड्रेस जब पुराना हो जाए शरीर मध्य सेमती पुराना हो ना हुए जी गोटे 20 वर्ष बेले देखी सुंदरी देखा जाउची बा देखी सुंदर देखा जाउची से 60 ବର୍ଷ ବେଳକୁ ସେ ସୌନ୍ଦର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଆଉ ନାହିଁ, ତାର ରଙ୍ଗ ଛାଡ଼ିଗଲାଣି, ତାର ଉପଲାବନ୍ୟ ଚାଲିଗଲାଣି। କଥା ବୁଝିଲା? ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଚାହୁଁନି, ଆତ୍ମା ଚାହୁଁନି ଏଇ ଜରାଜୀର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଶରୀର ହେଲା, ଏଇ ଚର୍ମ କୁଞ୍ଚନ ହେଇଗଲାଣି, ଲଳିତ କେଶ, କୋଟାକଟ ଆଖି, ଏଇଭଳି ଶରୀର ଭିତରେ ଆତ୍ମା ରହିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହେଁ। ଆତ୍ମା ତେଣୁ କ'ଣ କରେ? ଦେହ ତ୍ୟାଗ କରିଦିଏ। ଦେହ ତ୍ୟାଗ ଶବ୍ଦ ବୁଝିଲ? ତେଣୁ ଆତ୍ମା ଦେହ ତ୍ୟାଗ କରିଦେଲା, ଲୋକଟା ମଧ୍ୟ। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଇଏ 60 ବର୍ଷ 70 ବର୍ଷ ଭିତରେ ଇଏ ବୁଢ଼ା ହେଇଗଲାଣି, ତା ଚର୍ମ କୁଚ କୁଚ ହେଇଗଲାଣି, ହେଲେ ତା ଆତ୍ମାର କିଛି ହେଇନି, ସିଏ ବୁଢ଼ା ହଉନି। It is always the same. It remains the same. It never changes. It does not bring upon it any kind of change. ବୁଝିଲା? এটা permanent. ଆଉ ସିଏ କହେ ନା ଇଏ ବୁଢ଼ା ଶରୀର ଭିତରେ ମୁଁ ଆଉ ରହିବିନି। ତେଣୁ ସେ କ'ଣ କଲା? ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲା, ଦେହ ତ୍ୟାଗ କରିଦେଲା। ଆତ୍ମା ତା ଦେହରୁ ବାହାରିଗଲା। ଆଉ ବାହାରିକି କ'ଣ କରେ? ଯେଉଁ ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତରେ ବାହାରିଗଲା ସେଇ ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତରେ ଏ ପୃଥିବୀ ପୃଷ୍ଠରେ କେହି ନା କେହି କୋଉଠି ନା କୋଉଠି ଜନ୍ମଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥିବ। ବୁଝିଲେ? ଏଇଟା କୁକୁର ଛୁଆ ହେଇପାରେ, ହେଲା କି ମଣିଷ ଛୁଆ ହେଇପାରେ। ତେଣୁ ସେ ଆତ୍ମା ସେଠୁ ବାହାରିଯାଇ ଆଉ ଏକ ନବଜାତ ଶିଶୁ ଭିତରେ ପଶେ। ସେ କୁକୁର ହେଇଗଲା, ଗାଧ ହେଇଗଲା, କୁକୁର ଶରୀର ଭିତରେ ପଶିଲା। ସେ କୁକୁର 11 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ମରିଗଲା ବୁଢ଼ା। ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ? ଆତ୍ମା ତା ଦେହରୁ ବାହାରିଗଲା, ବାହାରି ଦେଇକି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଦେହରେ ପଶିଲା। ବୁଝିଲା? ତେଣୁ soul changes body after body as we change dress after dress. So soul is immortal. Soul never dies. Soul is a permanent thing. Soul is permanent. Soul is eternal. ତେଣୁ ଜିନ୍ ଅବସାନ ବାସାଂସି ଜିନ୍ନାନ ଯଥା ବିହାୟ ନବାନି ଗୁରୁନାଥ ନରୋପରାଣୀ। ନବ ଜିନିଷ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରୁ ଆମେ। ନବାନି ଗୁରୁନାଥ ନରୋପରାଣୀ ଯଥା ଶରୀରାଣୀ ବିହାୟ ଜିନ୍ନାନ ଜନାନି ସଂଜାତି ନବାନି ଦେହି। ରାଇଟ୍? ତେଣୁ ଆତ୍ମା ସେମିତି ନବଦେହ କରେ, ଗୋଟେ ଦେହ ସେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରେ। ତେଣୁ soul is permanent. So in our Shastra, this line is saying, dust thou art, to dust thou returnest. This is actually said in the Bible. But this idea is also there in our Purana, in our Shastra. So what is this? This says that, what is the meaning of this line? Dust thou art, to dust thou returnest. It says that the line communicates the idea that body is perishable. Right? Body is perishable. Body is short-lived. Body is mortal. Mortal means what? Body is mortal, but soul is immortal. So this line is said about body. It is not spoken of the soul. It is Atma Bhagavad Gita. Next line. Next paragraph. Now, life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust thou returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment, not sorrow is our destined end or way. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow finds us further than today. See, not enjoyment and not sorrow. We have come upon the world. We have come upon this earth not for enjoyment, not for sorrow. Khali dukha kiba khali sukha bhogiba pai ame ethi asilu. Life is a mixture of both the things. Life is a mixture of combination of both good and bad, happiness and sorrow. Right? Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end, decided end. Amar purguru arajuru decided ki aiki chali ja khali dukha bhog karke pade ase. Not that. So it is decided. It is a prefix. It is decided, destined that neither enjoyment nor sorrow, but to act. We have come upon the world to act. We have to act with perfection. ठीक मार्ग रे आमे जिबा, perfect रास्ता रे जिबा, that is अभिनय करबा पड़िबो. But to act that each tomorrow finds us further than today. We have to remember that each tomorrow we have come upon the world to act. आमर एक्शन जहाँ एक्शन करी काम करी बट वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट ईच टुमारो इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम टुडे आसंता कल आज जहाँ आसंता कल से maybe something different right देखो but to act that each tomorrow finds us further than today every tomorrow finds us different from today so the poet here says you have to do your work you have to act today what you want to do today आज जो करने अच्छी you complete it tomorrow will be something different right you have to remember that neither sorrow nor happiness is your destined end yes it is not your pre-decided thing life is a mixture of both life is a mixed combination of both good and bad happiness and sorrow we have come upon this world to act and we have to remember that every tomorrow each tomorrow is different from today right next paragraph art is long time is fleeting in our hearts though stout and brave still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave art is long and time is fleeting so what does it mean what is art is long सब जाकर सब art तो सब लंबा लंबा है तो what does it mean art is long and time is fleeting art means action art means knowledge what is art meaning is knowledge art is knowledge art is it can be interpreted in many ways so art is knowledge art is human action human deeds manishara karma that art is long lasting art is long but time is fleeting time is changing try to understand this very clearly I mean the normal in the ordinary meaning sir art मतलब तो सब knowledge नहीं art तो सब हम घर में art अच्छी बोले कड़ा मुगली पत्थर पर art अच्छी yes ठीक है that art is knowledge how this art is the expression of knowledge of the artist who has prepared it, who has made it. जो कलाकार चक्र तैयारी करते ता ज्ञानर परिप्रकाश नहीं that कलाकार that artist has gone नहीं कि सिर्फ दिशा वर्ष पर तैयारी करते हैं तो जेजे बापा को बापा रखी देने से हेले तापर जेजे बापा का पूछा पूछी करके रख चल जेजे बापा पर बापा रखी चल बापा का पर तू रखी तो पर तो छुआ रखी है ना तो ए आर्ट it remains the same no change at all my point so this knowledge is long lasting or this is the work did human did mu jo karma karike jibi mu chali jibi kintu after my death this noble deed this noble human deed will be remembered for a long time बहुत दिन पर्यंत लोग मन रखे सपोज गांधी होना चाहिए बड़ी नहीं अच्छा गांधी is dead but Gandhi is a noble soul Gandhi is a great man everybody remembers the activities the work of Gandhi the principles of Gandhi बुझे तो गांधी जी जहाँ जहाँ करके जाए केबे बोले हमें आज भी तक कहूँ जो इंसान ने बोलो मन करते think of Vijay Ugdalkar right so those eminent personalities have left behind knowledge knowledge means immortal work छाड़ी के समाने जाए चलते अमर काम सब छाड़ी के जाए चलते वही दिन हम बात है मुझे पाते कथा तो आर्ट जो कहलो that art is long lasting जने बापा मरि गले जने बापा मरि गले तापर बर्ष जो मान अछि सामान्य मध्य धीरे धीरे चली जिवे but it will remain the same this art will remain the same it never dies so art is long lasting knowledge is long lasting human deeds noble चुन को तो सेटा कथा नहीं noble human deeds they are long lasting but time is changing time is fleeting in the fleeting changing nature of time everything changes but knowledge remains permanently noble human deeds remain permanently it never passes by. এইটা হয়ে যায় বহুদিন পর্যন্ত অমর হয়ে গেল মনে বুঝে না বুঝতে পারেন সো আর্ট ইজ লং এন্ড টাইম ইজ ফ্লোটিং তারপরে and our hearts though stout and brave and our hearts so দেখো প্রথম প্যারাগ্রাফে আমি বললাম টেল মি নট ইন মোর ফুল নাম্বারস এটা কাজটা বললাম কথা প্রত্যেক প্যারাগ্রাফে ঠিক আছে and our hearts though stout and brave still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Okay. Dear friends, dear students, the poet here wants to communicate the idea that art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, stout and strong. You may think that, sir, my heart is very strong. Our hearts, though strong and brave, our heart, जितने strong होगा नहीं. Our hearts may be very strong. You may think that, sir, I am quite energetic. I am very brave. I am very strong. And our hearts, though stout and brave, still, जितने साहसी को, जितने strong निजो को भावुत रही, still remember, like muffled drums, beating funeral marches to the grave. सुनो. However strong you may think yourself, however brave you may think yourself, remember, you are marching towards the grave. We are proceeding towards the grave. We are walking towards the grave. We are moving towards the grave. सुनो, हमें मतलब तो मालूम नहीं सर, I am quite strong. मोर किसी अब नहीं, I am energetic. कोरोना पर किसी भी करने वाली, I am very strong, right? You may think like that, but remember. दिन पर दिन गड़ी जाऊँ तो धर 15 वर्ष कल 15 वर्ष 1 15 वर्ष 2 15 वर्ष 3 slowly you are moving towards the burial ground अर्थात धर जाऊ तो 70 वर्ष जीवन काल धर जाऊ तार भीतर कमी कमी आसुची आम यात्रा मशाणी भई आडकू ना एंतुड़ी साड़ा we are marching we never go back we move forward and that forward journey, that target is our grave. Is it? We are beating the funeral drum. Marching. Like still like a muffled drum. Like what? Like here is an example of a simile. Simile. Do you know the meaning of the word? Still like a muffled drums. What is a simile? Hyperlink, cyberlink is simile. 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 What is smile? Simile. 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 Phrase. No. Simile. Explicit comparison between two unlike things. Author सुन मत. Explicit like ना मैं डॉक्टर पॉइंट पर नोट्स देख ना पूरे क्वेश्चन जो व्हाट इज सिमिलर गिवन एग्जांपल ऑफ इट फ्रॉम द पॉइंट चल जाता है. I don't बड़ी की कथा. Poetic devices or figures of speech कहा जाए तो उड़िया पहले पहले उपमा जेटा खाऊ हेला नहीं बुझ तुलना आ रूपक सुनिथो उपमा और रूपक सिमिली और मेटाफोर ठीक है मत मत सुन लेखि जस्ट सिमिली लिख दे तो से नोट रे अछि तो सिमिली इज एन एक्सप्लिसिट कंपैरिजन बिटवीन टू अनलाइक थिंग्स दुई असमजात जिनिस मध्य प्रत्यक्ष तुलना एक्सप्लिसिट कंपैरिजन ओपन कंपैरिजन तो ओपन हैला कि नुचे कि कंपैरिजन आमे नहीं है यदि explicit comparison is an example of a simile. Whether it is explicit or implicit. Implicit is a metaphor, explicit is a simile. Implicit is a rupaka, और explicit is a upama. Right? तो explicit simile वाली क्या होता है? Explicit comparison वाली क्या होता है? ना से sentence है ना. Like, age, every word लगी थी. परी घड़ी समय इबो. बुझे ना? Like muffled drums, still like muffled drums, beating funeral marches to the grave. एटी कोन का आसन कोन कहि दियो तो प्रथम सिमिली कहूची क्वेश्चन होएगा व्हाट इज ए सिमिली गिवन एग्जांपल ऑफ इट so simile is an explicit comparison between two unlike things and this explicitness this directness of comparison can be marked from the sentence by the use of the word age and like age among the like you word lagithile it is simile if it is not used but comparison is bad that is metaphor that is implicit comparison दुटा example नहीं ठीक है she is as beautiful as a rose गुलाब पर सुंदरी है बेचारा मगर समझे so here the face of the girl or the beauty of the girl is compared to a beautiful rose flower so in this sentence we find the word age ঝিওটা কো তোলা করাছে কার সঙ্গে গোলাপ সঙ্গে and we find the word age গোলাপ পরি সুন্দরী সে মনে समझे so this is an example of this simile ठीक है अच्छा मेटाफर कोटा camel is the sheep of desert all the world is a stage is samagr puthiri guti rangamancha here the entire world is compared to an opera stage the whole world is compared to an opera stage जेमि स्टेज को लोक माने जानते अभिनय करते फेरि जाते आउत मका समझे सेमति आमे भी पृथ्वी पर पाछो अभिनय करबा पई सारी के पड़े बुझ पाना बुझे ना so here the vast world the entire world has been compared to a big stage drama stage theater stage बोला था मुझे but here in this sentence we don't find the word age and life all the world is a stage camel is the sheep of desert oto marubhumi re jahari here oto is camel is compared to sheep no use of age and life तो Daffodil poem also. I wandered lonely as a cloud. This is the first line of the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Here, the poet compares himself to that of a piece of cloud. कवि ने जब compare करते हैं कहाँ से तो to that of a piece of cloud. मेघखंड सहित भाषा बादल सहित जेमिति भाषा बादल का कौन करे aimlessly moves about in the sky. भाषी बोले लक्ष्य न भाव The poet that day, William Wordsworth, was passing about beside the lake like a piece of cloud. बुझ पालो ने मेघखंड जेमिति आकाश कोड़रे पहाड़ ऊपर उपत्यका ऊपर भासी बोले aimlessly our poet was also passing about also walking about the lake aimlessly so the aimless movement of the poet has been compared to the aimless movement of the piece of cloud in the sky. I wandered, I walked lonely, ekutia muguluthili as a cloud, as what touch. So this is an example of simile. Here likewise, this is an example of simile. It is kaha ko kaha heart is compared to a drum. Heart, human heart is compared to a drum. How is the comparison made? See, drum bajao. There is beating, beat. The sound is produced. Similarly, human heart is a drum. With every beat of the drum, with every beat of the heart beat सहित drum beat को compare करा. With every beat of the heart, we are moving towards the burial ground. जैसे heart beat बड़ी चाली ची, heart beat हमर सरू ची ना कम ची, ए बड़ू ची, सरू नहीं heart beat सरू ची, जैसे अने कुछ बात नहीं. हाँ एंटायर लाइफ को जैसे भी ठबाक थिला धीरे धीरे सही होची एचे लाइक अथल को स्टिल लाइक प्रथम लाइक थिला art is long and time is fleeting and our hearts though stout and brave our hearts may be stout maybe you may be brave but remember still like a muffled drum you are beating the funeral marches you are beating the drum and marching अच्छा बजे भी चल चुप वाले जानते towards the grave. Am marching forward? We are marching towards the burial ground. We are marching towards the graveyard. Mosani bina de pamar jatra. अच्छा जो ये muffled drum तो बोलते हैं बात जो muffled drum में मुझे देखिए. A drum which is covered with a piece of cloth ना कौन रखा है? हाँ. to produce a deafening sound in a drum. So, a drum is a kholo. ଯାହା ଘରେ ଅଛି ବା ଯେଉଁମାନେ ବଜାନ୍ତି ବଜାଇ ସାରିଲା ପରେ କ'ଣ କରନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ କନାରେ ଗୋଡ଼େଇକି ରଖିଦିଅନ୍ତି ବାନ୍ଧିକି ରଖିଦିଅନ୍ତି ଯେତେବେଳେ ପୁଣି ବଜାନ୍ତି ତାକୁ କ'ଣ କରନ୍ତି କନାଟା ଖୋଲି ଦିଅନ୍ତି ତାପରେ ବଜାନ୍ତି ବୁଝିଲେ ବଟ୍ ହିୟର ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ୟୁ ଫାଇଣ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ହଁ କନାଟାକୁ ନ ଖୋଲିକି ବଜାଇଲେ କ'ଣ ହେବ ଭଲ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ଆସିବ ଭଲ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ହେବନି ହେଲା ଆଚ୍ଛା ସେ କମ୍ actually I am not sure in American society at the time of death this piece of cloth is not removed from the drum to produce this little sound କାହିଁକି କମ୍ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ କାହିଁକି ଆଚ୍ଛା ଶୁଣ ତମେ ଦେଖ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ବି ଯେତେବେଳେ ମଣିଷ ମଶାଣି ଭୋଇକୁ ଯାଏ ଖୋଳ ବଜେଇକି ଯାଆନ୍ତି ନା ଲୋକମାନେ କହିଲା ନା ହଁ ସେଇ କଥା କହ ମାନେ ଶବଟା କାନ୍ଦିକି ଲୋକ ଚାଲିଥିବେ ଜଣେ ଖଇ ପଇସା ବୁଣୁଥିବେ ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଲୋକ ଖୋଳଟା ବଜେଇକି ଚାଲିଥିବେ ଝୁଣା ଧୂପ ଜଣକୁ ଧରିକି ଯାଉଥିବ କୋଦାଳ କୋଡ଼ି ଆଉ ଇଏ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ଧରିକି ଯାଇଥିବ କୋକେଇଟାକୁ କାନ୍ଦିକି ଚାଲିଥିବେ ହେଲା ଶୁଣ ତ ସେଇଠି ଖୋଳଟା ବାଜେ ଖୋଳ ବଜେଇକି ତାକୁ ନେଇକି ଯାଆନ୍ତି କୋଉଠି ପୁରା ମଶାଣି ହୋଇ ଗଛ ବୁଝିଲା ଡ୍ରମ୍ଟା ସେତେବେଳେ ଯେଉଁ ଆମେ ବି ଆମର ବି ଯେଉଁ ଯାଏ କେବେ ଆଜିଠୁ ମାର୍କ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ଇଜ୍ ଭେରି ସ୍ଲୋ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ କରନ୍ତି ମୋ କଥା ବୁଝିଲ କିନ୍ତୁ ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ ନାମ କୀର୍ତ୍ତନ ହୁଏ ସେ ଖୋଳିଆ କ'ଣ କରେ ପିଆ ମାରିକି ପୁରା ଉନ୍ମତ୍ତ ହେଇକି ସେମାନେ ଦେଖିଛ ନା ନାହିଁ ହଁ ସେମାନେ କେତେ ଉନ୍ମତ୍ତ ହେଇକି ଖୁବ୍ ଜୋର ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ଇଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଏ ହିଲାରିୟସ୍ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ମୋ କଥା ବୁଝିପାରୁଛି very loud sound is produced they are very excited but here in the time of death this excitement is not there very low sound is produced to produce a sad sound a sad not an exciting sound এটা কোন সুখের কথা চালিগলা পর লোকটা মরিগলা so everything becomes slow everything becomes sad ମୋ କଥା ବୁଝିଲେ so to produce such a low sound perhaps American people never remove this piece of cloth from the drum से कनाटाको remove करन्ते so that it will produce a low deadening sound मला शब्द धेरै शब्द सृष्टि हो so we are beating towards the grave we are beating the funeral marches we are beating our drum and marching towards the grave producing this low sound बुझिए here our heart is compared to a drum with every beat of the drum so here every beat of the drum is compared to every beat of human heart and with every beat we are moving towards the grave we are moving towards the burial ground we are moving towards the graveyard right and we produce a very low sound our marching we march forward we move forward towards the burial ground not towards our birthplace entry side ame jaunu ame mosani hoya jaunu so the poet here wants to communicate that dear friends you may think yourself very brave you may think that sir I am very strong very stout no don't think like that time is short you are moving you are marching towards the graveyard drum baje chali tu kuade mosani hoya ନିଜକୁ ଏତେ ଦମ୍ଭ ଏତେ ସାହସିକ ଭାବୁନି ଲାଇଫ୍ ଇଜ୍ ସର୍ଟ ବୁଝିଲେ ଆଚ୍ଛା one more paragraph heart is long and time is fleeting and our hearts though stout and brave still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave so कहीं पचलन है art and time A capital time और T capital why are these two letters capital these two words are personified they are personified see you are a person to nata to lekhuchu capital lekhuchu eta madhya this is not a person time is never a person kintu samay ko madhya ko jay kono jama kalo iti tenu time is all powerful time is all consuming time is here treated as a powerful human being So ମଣିଷ ବେଳେ time, T capital, art, human noble human deeds. These are, what is personification? Personification means a non-human entity, a non-human being is addressed as a human being. ବୁଝିଲା ନା? A non-human being is addressed as a human being. Is treated as a human being. କବିତା ଭିତରେ ମଣିଷ ହେଇନଥିବ, ତାକୁ ମଣିଷ ରୂପେ ସମ୍ବୋଧନ କରାଯାଇଥିବ, ମଣିଷ ରୂପେ ଚିତ୍ର କରାଯାଇଥିବ। ମୁଁ ଯଦି କହିଥିଲି ମାନେ ପଡ଼ିଥିବ, ଯଦି ଶୁଣ, wind is wind a human being? ପବନ? No. ହେଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଅନେକ କବି, ଅନେକ ଗାୟକ ସେମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୀତ ଯଦି ମନେ ଥିବ, ଶୁଣ, ଗୋଟେ ପୁରୁଣା ଫିଲ୍ମ ଗୀତ, ମୁଁ ଗୀତ ଗାଇ ଜାଣିନି, ବାକି କହୁଛି, ଏ ଲାଇନ୍ଟା କହୁଛି, ଏଇ କଥା ଅଛି। ନେଇ ଯାଏ ମେଘ ମତେ ବପୁଳିଆ ପାଶେ, ଶୁଣିଥିବ? ବପୁଳି ପପୁଲାର ନା ଶୁଣିନି? ଖାଲି ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇନ୍ ଆଉ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇନ୍ ଶୁଣି ଯାଉଛି। ଆଜି ମୋବାଇଲରେ ଶୁଣିବ ଏଇଟା ହେଲା। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଶୁଣ, ସେଟା ମେଘକୁ ଇଏ ବିରହ ପ୍ରେମିକଟା କହୁଛି, ମେଘ ତୁ ମତେ ମୋ ପ୍ରିୟା ପାଖକୁ ନେଇଯା। ମେଘର ବର୍ଷା ଦେଖିବ ବର୍ଷା ମେଘ cloud is never a human being. A non-human entity is described here or addressed here as a human being. तो एटके मतलब यार मैंने सिनेमा से छाड़ ଆମେ ଏମିତି କହୁଛୁ। ହିୟର ସେ କହୁଛି କ'ଣ, ନେଇ ଗଲେ ମେଘ ମତେ ମୋ ପ୍ରିୟା ପାଶେ, ମୋ ପ୍ରିୟା ବହୁତ ଦୂରରେ ରହୁଛି, ମୁଁ ଯାଇପାରୁନି, ତୁମେ ମତେ ନେଇକି ଆସ। ହେଲା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ ଶୁଣ, ରେ ବାୟୁ କ୍ରୀଡ଼ନକ ମୋହିତ ମୋର କଥା ବାରେ ଶ୍ରବଣ କର, ବହି ଜାଣ ସ୍ୱଦେଶ ସୁସମାଚାର, ପାଇବି ନାହିଁ ଆଉ ଦର୍ଶନ ଯାର। ପବନକୁ ଡାକୁଛି ସେ। ଆଲେକ୍ଜାଣ୍ଡର ସେଲ୍କର, ଶୁଣୁଛ ଏ କଥାଟା? ଆଲେକ୍ଜାଣ୍ଡର ସେଲ୍କର had to live 4 years in Ireland. ଗୋଟେ ଦ୍ୱୀପରେ 4 ବର୍ଷ ତାକୁ ରହିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିଥିଲା। He lived 4 years. Why? କହିଥିଲେ ନା ସ୍କୁଲରେ ଥିଲା। The solitude of Alexander Selkirk. That was a poem in English. The poem was also in Odia. ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ନିର୍ବାସକର ବେଳା, ମୁଁ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ଷଷ୍ଠ ସପ୍ତମ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିଥିଲି। କିଛି ଆଚ୍ଛା, in that poem you see that Alexander Selkirk was in an island ଦ୍ୱୀପ for long 4 years. କାହିଁକି ସାର୍ ଦ୍ୱୀପରେ ଥିଲେ? There was no human being. Some say that Selkirk's ship was wrecked. Selkirk was a sailor, ନାବିକ, ଜାହାଜ ନେଇକି ଯାଉଥିଲେ, ଜାହାଜ ସିପ୍ରେକ୍ ହେଇଗଲା, ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା, ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା, ତାପରେ ପହଁରିକି ଗୋଟେ କୂଳରେ ଆଣିଲେ, ଦ୍ୱୀପରେ ଗୋଟେ ପଡ଼ିଲେ, ସେଠି କେହି ମଣିଷ ନଥିଲେ। And he lived there for 4 years. So the painful experience of Alexander Selkirk in that island has been described in this poem. ସେ poemରେ describe କରାଯାଇଛି। ଦ୍ୱୀପରେ ଯେଉଁ ଅନୁଭୂତି, 4 ବର୍ଷର ବିଦଗ୍ଧ ଅନୁଭୂତି has been described in that poem. ବୁଝିଲେ? ତ କିଏ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କ ସିପ୍ରେକ୍ ହେଇଥିଲା, ଆଉ କିଏ କହନ୍ତି ନା ମିଛ କଥା ଏଇଟା। What was the thing? That Alexander Selkirk was given punishment. He was punished by the king of Scotland. Scottish king ତାକୁ ଦଣ୍ଡ ଦେଇଥିଲେ। କ'ଣ ଦଣ୍ଡ? କ'ଣ ଭୁଲ କରିଥିଲେ? That young, brave, adventurous fellow, that young man, very handsome, had fallen in love with the daughter of the king of Scotland. And it was a secret love affair. ଗୋପନ ପ୍ରେମ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ଥିଲା। ଯୋଉଦିନ ରାଜାଙ୍କ ନଜର ଦେଖିଲା, ରାଜା ଜାଣିଲେ ନା, the king became very furious. And the king wanted to punish this young man. ଝିଅକୁ ଦଣ୍ଡ ନୁହେଁ, ପୁଅଟା। ତେଣୁ the king wanted to punish this boy. And what was the punishment? Raja tankar कर्मचारी, kings, ministers, go and arrest this man. And the punishment for him, take him to the lonely island. नहीं जाओ तब तक जनमानव सुन नदी पर छाड़ दो। सेम सब प्रेम को तेणु 4 वर्ष तक छाड़ी दिले कोठी कहला इन ए लोनली आइलैंड। तो कोटा सत कोटा मिछ मु जाने एटा बाकी सत। Alexander Selkirk had to live in this island for long 4 years. And the painful experiences have been described in a poem. ତାଙ୍କର ଅନୁଭୂତିକୁ ସେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ସ୍କଟିଶ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, ଇଂଲିଶ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବି ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେଟ୍ ହେଇଛି। ବୁଝିଲେ କି? ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଛୁଆ ଶୁଣୁଥିଲା, ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲା ଦ୍ୱୀପରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିଗଲା, he was very excited, he was very happy, ଖୁସି ଲାଗୁଛି। ଓ ବଢ଼ିଆ, it's a beautiful place, full of natural scenery. All around me I see the blue vast ocean, दिगंत विस्तार नील स्वच्छ जल आसी सुंदर दीप फल पुष्प भरा विहंग मानकर किचिर मिचिर शब्द मृदुमय पवन. It's a wonderful place. I can enjoy this. बढ़िया भला है. And he said, I am the monarch of the place. I am the king of the place. I am the lord of the place. Nobody is here to go against me. Nobody is here to quarrel with me. मो संग झगड़ा करिया पर ठीक ही नहीं. बुझ पाले? I am the monarch of all life survey. तुम कोई लाइन थिला. I am the monarch of जा उड़िया कोन जानछु. देखो इने जहां चौ दिगर शेषर पर हटाई मोधीश्वर वही मंडल नहीं अनंत जन मो अधिकार लोभे करि वरण. मो संग रण करिया पर युद्ध करिया पर nobody is here. I am the monarch of the place. So you are very very happy. But this happiness did not continue for a long time. After a few days, he becomes unhappy. Oh, this is a very painful place. Here is no human being. कहाँ सामने कथा पदे हवा पाई मध्य के नहीं. बुझे लगे? एटा this lonely place. This is only suitable for the hermit. Hermit ना? साधु संत सन्यासी मान को पाई एटा करो. मोते जल्दी रखी बात थिला. बरम युद्ध पड़िया मछली पते रखी नहीं खाते. जो ठीक कमाना रे गुडुम गुडुम शब्द. जो ठीक भय रहते थरी जाए. बरम सेठी दो खाते मनुष्य तो 10टा देखि दाना. But here is no human being. पुड़िया थिला. विजनता कहीं तो देश मोहन जेबे तू महिलु मुनि नयन बरम निवास फल रण क्षेत्र रे भय रे सदा जही हृदय थरी. ऐसे कहि तापरे this man Alexander Selkirk becomes almost mad. पागल है कथा पागल है. One day भागु जल्दी if I get the wings of a dove जदि मते कहि कपतर पक्षी डाना जोड़ी दियंदा ना ताहले I can fly this vast ocean. I can cross this blue ocean. I can reach my society. I can meet my friends. I can meet my many family members. समापन देखि पारंती मोरे वेदना विद्ध प्राण सांत्वना पाई जांदा. very wonderful line in ओडिया. थांता जदि मोर विहंग पक्ष लंघी विषणगिरी समुद्र वक्ष देखंती प्रियजन मुख कमल संतप्त हुअंताए प्राण शीतल. मते की पक्ष प्राण जले एति काम करते हेले he cannot get the wings of a dove. एमती रहि गई. Months after months passed. One day Alexander Selkirk was sitting on a piece of stone on this island. The poor बसचुती पवन बहि रखला. ए देखि पड़थि अनुभव कर पड़थि. Who it was passing by, he stood up. से छिड़ाई पड़े. रे भाइयों क्रीडनक मोहित होर मु तो हाथ रे खेलना. क्रीडनक मोहित होर मोर कथा बारे श्रवण कर. बहियान स्वदेश सुसमाचार पाइबी नहीं और दर्शन जाय. You win. You are moving everywhere. You are here. After 10 minutes, you will be there in 9 minutes. When you again return to this place, please bring for me some sweet report. Please bring for me some endearing report, cordial report, sweet news of my native place, to which I cannot visit once again, to whom I cannot see once again. जो मन को जीवन में केबे देखि पारिबे नै. जो जगह को मोर के जीवन में जीवा जाई परिवार नहीं से ठिकाने किछि सुनिष्ठ वार्ता मते आनि दो बोले दो. But here we is addressed as a human being. Am I clear? जीवन बोला बुझबार नै. बुझे ना एटी पवन को जेबे भाबे वर्णना करा जे सते पवन को सांग आ से जाउची शेयर को दाना बाड़ को दाना सांग धानी खबर नै आसी हैला. So this is called personification. So in this way we find time and art. These are personified. In the poem Nightingale and the Rose tree, nightingale, सब capital लिखा है. They are personified. In a fable, non-human beings are treated as characters. In a story, fable, मतलब पंचतंत्र हो चुके हैं fable, है ना? जो से कि birds, animals, they behave like human beings, characters. Okay. So here, art and knowledge, they are personified. And the poet wants to communicate the idea that art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums, are beating funeral marches to the grave. In the world's, in the second line, we find the example of a metaphor. In the world's bivouac, in the world's broad field of battle. Here, the entire world had this is a metaphor. In the world's broad field of battle, Hello? And the world is compared to a broad battlefield, metaphor spelling, METAPHOR, metaphor. এটা হচ্ছে implicit comparison, ওড়িয়ারে হচ্ছে রূপক। হ্যাঁ, implicit comparison সেটা হচ্ছে explicit comparison। আচ্ছা, so here this vast world, this entire world has been compared, সমগ্র পৃথিবীকে কার সঙ্গে তুলনা করা হয়েছে? It has been compared to a battleground. The poet says, my dear friends, dear people, in this broad field of battle. আচ্ছা, তাহলে এটা পুরো বিরাট রণভূমি। আমি সব ঠিক গোটে গোটে কোন? We are all soldiers. You are a soldier, he is a soldier, I am a soldier. We are all soldiers. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, bivouac বলে দিয়েছে টেম্পোরারি ক্যাম্প। সোলজার্স মানে সব ক্যাম্পে রহନ୍ତି। আমি ବି ସବୁ টেম্পোরারি ক্যাম্প କରିକି ଅଛୁ। তো ଘରଟା এটা ଗୋଟେ টেম্পোরারি ক্যাম্প। ମୋ ଘରଟା is a temporary camp। ହେଲା, so we are all soldiers in the broad battlefield. We are all soldiers. We are living in the temporary camp. But in the bivouac of life, be not like dam-driven cattle. The poet says, in this we are living in the camp. We are all soldiers. Our life is a battle, and in this battle, be not like, don't be like a drum-driven cattle. এই জীবন সংগ্রামে তুমি ডাম মানে মুখ, ডাম জানিছ না, DUMB, one who is not able to speak, কহি পারুনথিবা মুখ। এই পৃথিবী উপরে এই যুদ্ধ ভূমিরে we should not behave like a dumb cattle. Cattle মানে পশু। আমি মুখ পশু পরি ব্যবহার করা উচিত নয়। ড্রিভেন ড্রাইভ পশু গুড়াক কোণ বাড়ি ঘোড়ে যাবে সব পড়ে না রহবে, সব পড়ে যাবে। So cattle can be driven away, but we the soldiers should not be driven away. শত্রু সিয়াড়ু আসিলা কমাণ ধরিকি আমি সব সোলজার সঙ্গে কছা কছাই ধরতে পারব, হব কি না? So our behavior should not be like that. Be not like a dam-driven cattle. Here dam-driven cattle means we should not behave like coward. We should not be like cattle. পশু পরি মুখ পশু পরি ভয়সংকুল হওয়া উচিত নয়। We should not be coward. We must behave like a hero. দেখো, be not like dam-driven cattle. Be a hero in the strife on a struggle. Strife on a struggle. In the struggle of life, our behavior must be like a hero, not like a dumb cattle. So, in this paragraph, the poet encourages, inspires the people, my dear people. Our life is a struggle. We are all soldiers on this broad battleground. On this broad battleground, we are all soldiers. Our behavior as a soldier, our behavior should not be like dumb cattle. We should not behave like a coward. We must behave like a hero in the strife, in the struggle of life. In the struggle of life, in this broad, vast battleground, our behavior should be like that of a hero, not a coward, not a dam-driven cattle. Our poet has given this encouragement. ଆମକୁ ଉତ୍ସାହିତ କରିଛନ୍ତି। We must behave like a hero. We must not behave like a coward. Because our life is a struggle and this vast world is a battleground. We are here in the camp, in the bivouac of life, in the temporary camp of life. We are the soldiers. We are staying here. Our behavior should be like a hero, not like a dam-driven cattle. Move to the next class. It will take one more class Monday, and that will be over.